All right, guys, Darren from FBA Elite, and welcome back to another video. So in this week's video, I want to show you something that I found absolutely mind-blowing, and I think will impact the way that people start Amazon FBA forever. And it also applies to existing sellers and other business models. So you may have heard about this in the news already, and you may have even seen some tutorials, but in this video, I want to show you how you can use this to really make a big impact on your Amazon FBA business. And the final tutorial is actually going to blow your mind if you haven't seen this before. So make sure you stick around for this. So I want to introduce you to ChatGPT, which is artificial intelligence. And I'm sure you guys have already heard of it by now. And basically what you can do is get it to create content for you. That is where it's at its most powerful for people like us that are starting an Amazon FBA business. So I've got two tutorials to show you with ChatGPT and then one to show you in another AI tool, which is really, really powerful. So the first one, I'm going to use it to create a company name or a brand name, because that is one area a lot of people get stuck. They can't think of a company name or a brand name, and they spend hours, days, or weeks going around in circles. So we're going to use this tool. We're going to ask it to give us some names, and then we're going to try and refine that down. So we'll say to ChatGPT, suggest 10 company names for a business that makes pet-related products. And the reason I'm putting this is my first product was a car boot liner. So that would have been the type of brand I was looking to come up with, or a type of company name. Depends if you want to have the same company name or brand name. Some people have both, or some people have a company name and then an individual brand name. So it's completely up to you which way you go. Either approach is absolutely fine. So you can see here, it's come back, it's given me 10 different names to look at. We've got Petworks, Furry Friends. I'll blow this up a little bit so you guys can see it. Positively Perfect, The Pet Emporium, Whisker World, Four Paws Co, Pet Gear Pro, Best Friends Pet Shop, The Perfect Spot, Pet Paradise Product. Some very interesting names. Now, my first product, being a car boot liner, was actually designed for dogs. So maybe I want to say to them, make the brand name dog related. And see if it comes back and kind of tweaks this content more towards dogs rather than just general pets. And it looks like it's doing a great job. Woofwear, Canine Couture, Doggy Delights, Pup Pampering, Hound Heaven, Fido Fashion, The Dog House, Top Dog Toys, Positively Perfection, The Barking Boutique. And you can go on and tweak this. So maybe I want to say, make it funny. You know, you want to really name that's really going to stand out, really going to catch people's eye and make them laugh. Wagtastic Wearables, Houndly Hues, Muttley Munchies, Poocher Palooza, Canine Capers, Paulson Playtime, Furry Foolery, The Doggy Dazzle, Canine Crazy Creations, Bow Wow Bazaar, all sorts of names. And one final thing you want to do, I'm a big fan of single word brand names or single word company names. So we could say this, make it a single word and see what it comes up with. See if it can come up with a very short, funny, dog-related brand name or company name for your business. Woofish, Pulsum, Canyware, Doggy Delight, Fido Fun, Mutt Munch, Hound Hut, Pup Fashion, Canine Cool, Bow Wow Boutique. So if anyone's been struggling for a company name or a brand name, hopefully this shows you very simply how you can do that. Now in this next tutorial, I want to show you how you can use the same tool to write your bullet points or your product description. So I'm going to focus on the product description. Now, we'll see this from time to time. We're experiencing exceptionally high demand. Please hang tight as we work on scaling our systems. Just be patient and normally it will pop up, or you can pay to be behind the paywall, of course. Now, I've seen other people do this tutorial and they just say, write a product description, say, there, we're done. But I don't think it's as simple as that. And I'm going to show you a modifier that you can use to really make this work for Amazon FBA and your product. So most people would say to you, write a product description for a car boot liner. I'm going to say 200 words, so it doesn't get too crazy long for the purposes of this video. And ChatGPT will do its job and it will give you a 200 word or just under 200 word product description. The problem is if I go and put this straight on Amazon, it's not taking into account all of the keyword optimization that you need to be doing with your product. So what I'm going to show you is very quickly how you can actually do that. So if we go to Amazon, let's go and find a car boot liner. Now, product research can take a lot longer than this. I'm just going to show you very quickly how you can do it in a minute or two. So I'm just going to take one of the top organic listings And we're going to take this through to Cerebro from Helium 10. So I've covered this many times in previous videos. So take a look at that if you want to see that in more detail. And we're going to take this into Cerebro, and we're going to see which keywords this particular car boot liner ranks well for organically and has good search volume. So the type of keywords that you're going to want to include in your title, bullets, and product description. So I want a minimum word count of 2 because single words won't be relevant enough for this product. A search volume minimum of 500 if I'm going to be including it in my product description, bullets, or title. But if I was probably putting it in my title, I'd want a higher search volume than 500. And then we're going to say we want it to be a maximum, a top 10 organic rank for this product, and also a minimum rank of 1, because if you don't put something in here, it includes keywords aren't ranked. So it's a bit silly. So always put organic rank as 1, and I put 10 for this instance, but you might want to go up to 15 or maybe 20, but certainly within the top page of organic results. So let's apply these filters, and we're down to 8 keywords now. So let's say we want to include all of these keywords on our product listings. Now, just before I copy these keywords, I'm just going to remove a couple so that there's no overlap between the two. So for example, the first one is boot liner, but boot liner as it is as a phrase is also included in car boot liner. So there's no point having that duplicate there because it's already existing in that phrase. Car boot liners I'll keep as it's plural. Boot liner for dogs, dog boot liner, boot protector, Ford Cougar boot liner. Now, as that is very specific, I would probably put it as a back-end keyword or a search term, but I probably wouldn't include it in my description because it makes it look like it's only for that particular car. So I'm going to remove that. And then the final one there is car boot protector for dogs. So we've got 6 keywords here that we can copy over. So let me just copy those over and I'll bring them over to ChatGPT. So I've got these search terms copied to my clipboard. So now I'm going to say must include these search terms. Now, if you called them keywords or something like that, I'm sure it would work as well. So I've got the keywords I just found from within Cerebro, and I want ChatGPT to rewrite this product description. But this time you can already see, look, introducing our car boot liner. Let's wait to see the next, there's boot liner on its own. See if we can see some of these other variations like boot protector or car boot protector. Our car boot liner is plural, so that's been it. Car boot protector for dogs is in there. So you can see you can get ChatGPT to include your keywords. And that is the most important thing when you get into create content. You've still got to keep in mind the fact you have to optimize this listing. So by using Cerebro and ChatGPT together, you can create really, really good listings that are heavily SEO optimized or keyword rich in a matter of a few minutes. You can see how easy that is. So now we've got the description, so I'd have a quick look through to make sure there was nothing that I didn't find unhelpful for this particular listing. So I'm just going to read a paragraph or two here. Introducing our cart boot liner, the ultimate solution for protecting your vehicle's interior and keeping it looking like new. Whether you're hauling groceries, sports equipment, or your furry friend, our boot liner has you covered. This liner is designed with durability and convenience in mind, making it the perfect car boot protector for dogs and their owners. Now, I think that sounds pretty good for something that an AI has generated in like 20 seconds. This is so much better than most of the Chinese competition are going to have. And a lot of people where English isn't their native tongue, they're going to find this extremely helpful as well. The other thing you can do, as well as including the keywords from the SEO perspective, you can also force it to include certain features. So maybe I would say include the following features. So maybe it's a waterproof boot liner. Maybe it's easy clean. Maybe it's padded. Let's just try it again. And I'll say, I'll get ChatGPT to rewrite the content, and it will include, yeah, as we can see, our waterproof and padded car boot liner. So it's including both the features and the keywords from an SEO perspective that I wanted it to include. So that is why ChatGPT is so powerful for helping you with writing your product listings, your bullet points, or creating your company or brand name. So that's the second tutorial. Now this final one, you guys may not have seen yet because a lot of people have been focusing on ChatGPT, and this one does require a little bit more technical knowledge, but it's still really, really easy to do. If you give yourself 10 minutes, you'll be able to do this. So don't be put off by a few extra steps. So the next one I want to show you is Midjourney. Now Midjourney is an image creation tool. So ChatGPT is for text and content. Midjourney is for images. And I've been using it and it is really, really good. And they have a quick start guide on their website which talks you through it. So basically you use a Discord server. And if you haven't used Discord before, think of it as a glorified chat room. You have an account and you can have lots of different chat rooms under that one account. So if I take you to my Discord, on the left-hand side, you can see all of the Discords that I've been part of. And a lot of this comes from when I was trading NFTs. But at the top here, we've got Midjourney. So this is the Midjourney Discord. And you can see other people in here at the moment creating lots of different images. And don't worry, I've got a way of making it slightly more private for you in a moment. So you can come to their Discord, and with a few prompts, you can talk to it a bit like ChatGPT and get it to create you a logo. So instead of having to pay someone on Fiverr to put together probably what will be an okay logo, you can sit and play around with this until you find a logo that absolutely blows your mind. So going back to the quick start guide, you join Discord, you find the newbies channel, as that's where you can actually talk to the bot in the newbies channel. You use the imagine command first, so /imagine, and then you type in what you want to do, just like you would do with ChatGPT. It will give you 4 variations of the images, and then you can decide which one you either want additional variations of, or you can upscale it to a high enough resolution for you to download. So let me take you over to Discord here. Now, like I say, in Midjourney, these newbie rooms are quite busy. So if you're trying to generate art in here, you can get a bit lost as to what's going on. So what I've done, I've set up a Discord for FBA Elite. I'll pop a link to this in the description. And you can see here, I've already been playing about with this, and I've set up 5 different rooms, so you guys can just come on here. I would say don't necessarily go in there and put your own brand name in to start with. Just try some ideas so you can get a feel for this tool, and you can actually create your own private Discord and get the Midjourney bot to work within that. So that's what I've done here. So we've got 5 different rooms for you guys to come and play about with and experiment with Midjourney. So let's go back to this first room. You can see I've been playing about with examples all morning. I was actually looking at creating a thumbnail for this video with Jeff Bezos fighting a robot, with the AI changing the game forever for Amazon FBA. But I'm probably not going to go with that thumbnail. I'll come up with something else. So let's imagine this scenario. We need to type /imagine, and we want a logo for a company called, let's go back to ChatGPT, click onto the name suggestions. Let's pick one of these. So we've got Woofish, Paulsome, Canyware, Fido, Mutt Munch. Let's take that back over to Discord. So prompt, we want a logo design for a company called Mutt Munch. Now, I don't know what it's going to do with this because I haven't put any additional parameters on just yet. Let's just see in the space of a few minutes what the Midjourney bot comes back with. Now, it will load the image in stages. So it will say like 20%, 50%, 70%. So the first squares that pop up, don't be put off by the fact they're going to look quite ugly. After 4 or 5 refreshes, these will actually look like proper logos. So let me just give this, well, actually I can stay on live with you guys rather than pausing the video. We're up to 31% already. You can see these logos are starting to come through. Now, one thing to keep in mind with Midjourney and with most of these image creation tools is they aren't really any good with text. So often once you've generated these logos, if you do want to have your brand name on there, then you'll need to take it into something like Photoshop or just pay someone on Fiverr a few pounds to change the actual company name. But I think it's absolutely crazy. Within the space of a minute, I've been able to create 4 possible logo designs. Now, personally, I wouldn't use these because it's the wrong sort of style that I go for. But maybe there are some additional parameters that would clean it up. So I like very minimalist, modern logos. And there are hundreds of different design styles that you can choose from when using Midjourney. So let me just type in imagine again. Imagine a logo for a company called Mutt Munch. And this time I want it to be flat. So a flat logo. I don't want it to have any shadowing or anything like that. And also want it to be modern. Let's see what it comes back with this time. Hopefully it's going to give it something that will appeal a bit more to me and a type of logo that I'd want to use for an Amazon FBA brand or product. So it's come back with these 4 logos. So you can see a lot flatter, a lot cleaner, and a bit more modern. Now out of these, I can actually take these and ask for some subtle variations. So I quite like this one. I think this is quite abstract and stripped back. So I'm just going to choose variation 2. So you can click on V2 there. And what it will do is you can add additional parameters if you want, but I'm just going to leave it like this and click submit and wait for it to come back with some variations of that logo and see if there's any of those I want to go with. If not, I may just go with a high-res version of this, take it into Photoshop and edit it accordingly. So we've now got the 4 variations. So we've got some slightly different eyes, a slightly different nose as well, and a slightly different mustache, you might say, and also the way it's presenting the font as well. So depending if you liked any of these, you might use one of these, or you might decide to completely start again. And this is where this is so powerful. When you go back and look at some of the ones that I did earlier, I ended up with this lovely Labrador looking one when I gave it a few parameters, a modern minimalist logo that includes a Labrador. We'll go back up a bit further, look at some of the ones I was able to create in a matter of minutes. So this tool is so powerful, and I do think it's going to, this is one other thing. You can get it to use letters. So you can do character design. So it's not any good with words, but individual characters. So I asked it to create a logo design that includes a dog paw and the letter D. Now, none of these are mind-blowing, and I probably wouldn't use them, but with some tweaking and some giving it more time and trying some different parameters, I'm sure you could get some amazing results. I actually did one yesterday with a chopping board, and it looked absolutely fantastic. So make sure you check out ChatGPT for your text-based creation and Midjourney for your image-based creation. Now, I'm still looking into how I could use these tools to help with product research. So if you want to see that information as it becomes available, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you found this video helpful, I'd appreciate it if you scroll down and hit the like button. And what I'm going to do now is pop up a video showing you guys 6 great products that I found recently and showing you exactly what those products are. So I'll see you guys over there.